Now it's official, Edu Gaspar is personally leading the negotiation to sign a defender with characteristics very similar to Tottenham's Cristian Romero. At the same time, an Arsenal star signed for £25 million has admitted that they no longer fit Mikel Arteta's style of play, making a loan exit increasingly likely. Additionally, comments from the Norwegian media about Martin Odegaard are starting to worry both Arsenal fans and Arteta himself. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Edu Gaspar has played a crucial role in Arsenal's success over the years, working behind the scenes to help transform the club, while Mikel Arteta rightfully gets a lot of praise for reshaping the Gunners both on and off the pitch. None of that would have been possible without Edu's influence. Since returning to Arsenal in 2019 as the technical director and later being promoted to sporting director in November 2022, the Brazilian has been instrumental in the club's resurgence. Edu's smart recruitment, especially his ability to leverage his connections within the Brazilian market, has given Arsenal a competitive edge in securing top talents. Now he's reportedly leading the charge in Arsenal's pursuit of yet another highly gifted player from Brazil, continuing to build on his impressive track record of signings. Arsenal has always kept a close watch on the Brazilian market, largely thanks to Edu's deep connections there. It was Edu's ties in Brazil that helped the Gunners sign Gabriel Martinelli for a mere £6 million. Now Martinelli's value has skyrocketed to more than 10 times that amount. The South American market is brimming with young, gifted players, and it seems like Edu is eager to return and secure another rising star from his homeland. With his track record, Arsenal fans can be hopeful that another Brazilian gem might soon be on their way to the Emirates. Vitor Reis, a highly talented teenager, has recently been linked with a potential move to Arsenal, attracting attention from several top clubs around the world. According to Football Talent Scout, Reis is described as a complete, dominant, and elegant center back, known for his impressive strength and efficiency in physical duels, even when up against stronger opponents. He thrives in a high-risk, high-reward style of play, and his concentration, commitment, and positive aggression in one-on-one battles make him stand out. Reis has even drawn comparisons to top defenders like Cristian Romero of Tottenham and Ruben Dias of Manchester City, which speaks volumes about his potential and maturity on the field. If Arsenal can secure him, he could be a major addition to their defense in the future. £25 million Arsenal star agrees that he doesn't suit Mikel Arteta's football anymore. Although Mikel Arteta and Edu orchestrated a successful revamp of Arsenal's squad this past summer, a couple of situations remain unresolved. Arsenal managed to sell Emile Smith-Rowe, Eddie Nketiah, and Aaron Ramsdale for respectable fees. Players who were growing frustrated with their limited game time and found themselves on the fringes of Arteta's plans. In their place, the club brought in fresh talent like Ricardo Calafiori and Mikel Merino, who seemed to align better with the future vision for the team. However, despite Arsenal's progress, there's still work to be done, especially when it comes to trimming the number of defenders in the squad. Players like Jakub Kiwior, Oleksandr Zinchenko, Takehiro Tomiyasu, and Kieran Tierney have barely had any involvement so far this season, highlighting the surplus of options Arteta has at the back. It wouldn't be surprising if at least two of those defenders are sold in early 2025, as the club continues to refine its roster and create more balance moving forward. That being said, according to Caught Offside, Tierney has now accepted that he'll never return to Arteta's plans in North London. Tierney suffered a serious hamstring injury whilst playing for Scotland at the Euros this summer, one that prevented a summer departure. Following his strong season at Real Sociedad, it was anticipated that the Scot would have plenty of interest, a player who can perform at the highest level when not injured. Despite staying at the club, Kieran Tierney was included in Arsenal's Premier League and European squad, hinting that he might still play some role this season. However, reports suggest that it's been clear for a while now that Tierney isn't part of Mikel Arteta's long-term plans, a decision that the defender has come to terms with. There's no bad blood between Tierney and the club, as he understands that his playing style no longer fits the tactical direction Arsenal is heading in under Arteta. Tierney remains professional and accepts the situation, even if it means limited opportunities on the pitch this season. Tierney can follow Nuno Tavares' example in January. Kieran Tierney is likely hoping for a loan move in January to showcase his ability possibilities, with the goal of securing a permanent departure from Arsenal next summer. While Mikel Arteta has hinted that Tierney could still revive his Arsenal career, this seems more out of goodwill than an actual shift in plans. A loan move in January could be the ideal solution for Tierney, giving him the chance to prove his quality once again, especially as he should be fully fit by then. Meanwhile, Nuno Tavares, another Arsenal defender, is thriving in Serie A this season. Tavares is also out on loan, but with an obligation to buy clause in his deal, signaling a more definitive end to his Arsenal career. A similar path might be in the cards for Tierney as he seeks a fresh start elsewhere. What is the Norwegian media saying now about Martin Odegaard? Arsenal is eagerly anticipating the return of Martin Odegaard to full fitness after he picked up an injury during the last international break. In Odegaard's absence, the Gunners have surprisingly managed to hold their own, remaining unbeaten against tough opponents like Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, and PSG. However, Mikel Arteta is undoubtedly keen to have his club captain back in action as soon as possible. Recently, Odegaard shared an update on his recovery, expressing confidence that his rehabilitation is progressing well. However, it remains uncertain exactly when he'll be ready to step back onto the pitch for Arsenal. Unfortunately, it appears that the North London club may still have to wait a little longer before welcoming their skipper back into the fold. Norway manager Ståle Solbakken recently provided an update on Martin Odegaard's condition. As reported in the print edition of Norwegian newspaper Dagsavisen on October 8, 2024, Solbakken noted that while Odegaard is showing great progress in terms of pain and recovery from his injury, he is still quite a distance away from being match ready. He also mentioned that Odegaard's situation is now in Arsenal's hands, indicating that the club will have the final say on when their captain returns to action. This reinforces the idea that while progress is being made, patience will be required before Odegaard can rejoin his teammates on the pitch. The club's medical team will be working closely with the 25-year-old, helping him to return to fitness, whilst being cautious not to rush him back and run the risk of aggravating his injury. In any case, it now seems somewhat likely that Arteta will still be without Odegaard by the time the international break is over. How Mikel Arteta has managed without Odegaard. Arsenal has discovered new ways to flourish even in the absence of Martin Odegaard, who usually plays a pivotal role in orchestrating their attacking plays. Gabriel Martinelli has really stepped up, building a solid connection with Ricardo Calafiori, while Leandro Trossard has filled in for Odegaard in a more central position, and has done so effectively. Meanwhile, both Kai Havertz and Bukayo Saka have also made significant contributions, often delivering match-winning performances. However, Mikel Arteta will soon face the challenge of reintegrating Odegaard back into the squad without disrupting the chemistry that players like Martinelli have developed. If Arteta can manage this transition successfully, the Gunners will become a truly formidable force for opposing defenses to contend with. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.